Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. What we're having a real quick look at, it's going to be real quick, is this new Click to Clean series of stuff for Super Cheap. I've got to get out and clean the caravan that you see here. I need to get up onto the roof, and it's all fiberglass, so I don't want to be getting up there. So what I wanted to do was get like an extendable pole with, you know, the wash head on the end, so I can connect the hose up and give it a clean. So what I've actually did was grabbed one of the poles, 1.5 meters, which I thought was pretty good. I think there's 1.7 or 1.9 as well, but this was seemed like a reasonable length to help me, you know, cover the top of the van there. And this 3-way brush head, which looks pretty nifty. So here's our pole. Connections made from the hose just here. So, you know, nothing to it there. It looks like that's leaking a little bit, but that could just be tightened up. There is a little lever here which opens or closes the pressure, which is good. Okay, and then we get to this. Now this is how the connection is made. Now hopefully you can see this. This is just like a push button just here, so it just pops in. Now there's not a lot of pressure on that, and I think this is part of the issue. Here's the head. You can see where that clicks in there. So it is profiled, so it fits in there correctly, and there's the hole here where it fits in. So if we take this and just press it in one-handed, there we go, and push it down, you'll hear it ever so slight click, and you can see there's that button there. So that's locked into place, and so that all works good. So you can see, just, you know, whilst that's connected, no problem. But as soon as you put pressure to it, we're all good. But start to use it and push down, and you get that. And I just want to show you that again, just to show that it wasn't an issue. It's done it half a dozen times for me. I haven't even got anywhere near the caravan with it, so it's all good. While there's no pressure to it, you can, you know, apply your own pressure to it, scrubbing, whatever you're doing. But literally, as soon as you turn the hose on and then start to use it, out she comes. So whether that's going to be an issue with the pipe here, or it's an issue with the head itself, I'm just trying to find the end of this to turn it off, or whether that's just a shitty connection that they've used, I don't know. I will update, because I'm going to turn around and take this back. I'm only a couple of minutes from Super Cheap, and we'll probably swap it over, because I still need it. So we'll probably just swap that over, and I don't know, maybe swap them both, so I can avoid if one got an issue and I don't know which it is. I assume the issue has to be with the click here. There just doesn't seem to be any pressure on this thing here. So anyway, we'll come back to you. I mean, look, this was only, I don't know, I think it was about 15 bucks. I think this was close to 20, so we're probably into about 35 bucks for the pair of them. So certainly not good enough. Obviously it's unusable at this stage, so we'll take it back. We may or may not swap it over. We'll see what they've got to say. Cheers. Okay, and we're back. So we just ducked back down to Super Cheap, and they've swapped it over. Polite enough, friendly enough, helpful enough, all of the above. And let's check it out. So just got to tighten that nozzle up. Actually, we might just let it extend itself. I think we might be onto a winner. Just give it a little bit more pressure, because there's not a lot of water coming out of that at this point. And there we go. Okay. So the good news is it was just the pipe, the hose. So, sorry, the connector, the pole, whatever you want to call it. So that's good. Now we can get in and clean that caravan. So it looks like obviously it comes out one side. Would have been nice if it maybe come out of both, but okay, that's not good. Thought we were onto a winner there, but if you drop it a little bit or just sort of lift it up and then touch down, she pops straight off. So let's try that again. Taking it off and give it a bit of... Now, seems to be okay for the most part, but because every time I do that, I've only, you know, just bounced it like lightly on that table, she pops off again. which doesn't give me a lot of confidence as far as longevity. So if I don't take this thing back now, is it going to shit itself in a week or two, and then I'm stuck. So let's try it one more time. Yeah, okay, so now that time I wasn't even putting any pressure on it. Yeah, look, I think this is going to have to go back. Okay, so we went back down and we grabbed the Turtle Wax Water Flow car wash brush. So, you know, nothing special about it. It is what it is, variable water control. That's interesting, otherwise known as a tap. So, look, there's not much to this one. It's pretty basic. I am disappointed because I really like the head on the Super Cheap one. But, obviously, if the head doesn't stay on, it's no use to anybody. We've got a bit of a leak there, but that could be my hose. Just the cam lock, the same as the other one. So if we can do that, stick it between the legs. There we go. Not a huge fan of cam lock stuff, but I guess it does the job. That's 1.5 meters, and it cost me about an extra $9. So to go with the name brand, you can see here on the end, the connection is fixed. So I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue and not going to come out. I don't think it can. Looks like the head actually swivels. I can't do that one-handed, but it was sort of swiveling on the end, so hopefully that's a good fix. And the only real downside of having to go with this one is the brush. I was a bit disappointed. The other brush looked a bit more substantial. The bristles were a bit tougher, which is what I wanted, because I've got to do that caravan roof again. And I think I'm going to need some stiff bristles. The adjustable flow control is just here. So just twist that. I think, you know, same. And on this one, instead the water comes out the middle rather than out the right hand side. So I think that's probably a better situation there. So that's pretty much it. So given the option, give the Super Cheap Click and Clean and Miss, just go straight for the Turtle Wax one. This is all one unit, so it's not interchangeable like the Click and Clean, I think it's called, Super Cheap, which is a bit disappointing. They had a few different head options. So the concept is good, but in practice doesn't work. So that's it. I'd be interested in your feedback if you've got one, you know, yours has worked or something like that, compared to what mine was just doing. But at this stage, the product was just not fit for purpose, unusable. That's it, guys. Sorry, I probably should say that I've got lots of other Super Cheap stuff, you know, tools and whatever, and haven't had any issues. So I don't want to suggest that this is indicative of Super Cheap products. I don't believe it is, but it's just this one. We're going to say fail. Sorry, Super Cheap, but thanks for being so good with the changeover. Cheers.